Yo, what's good? What's good, everyone? It's your boy Russ, and I'm back here again. I'm here with some niggas today, and we're here to talk about the shit going on, and not just the Pokemon community, but we're here to talk about some mid-piece. Y'all want to
Yeah.
introduce yourselves for me?
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Satsuki the Savage. Chilling, just chilling.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Sean here.
This Squirtle ass nigga.
You gotta get his shit right. I don't know.
Then you good, you good. Yo, y'all gotta take a look at this thumbnail I have. This Otis shit.
Oh shit, I didn't even peep it.
Nah,
Let me see.
you good, you good. I'm just getting started. So the main topic, this being a chill stream, but I wanted to, I wanted to get some stuff off my shoulder as I tweeted out and talk about this Pokemon drama shit because it's honestly some wild shit. I mean, even though, like I said, this is a chill stream, I mean, it's going to get some hot topics up in the shit.
All right, cool.
All
Um,
right, so let me
sh-
go ahead and just get some stuff out the way. So I mentioned when I first started my channel that Nappy is like my inspiration, his don't give a fuck attitude and whatnot. And also want to just talk about how, in particular, a lot of Poketubers are my inspiration for doing this channel. And the thing about it is that the accusations about it, about Nappy and what he did in particular, we're not going to talk about Nathan or Decatur or fucking Jamie, but it's particular Nappy and the whole shit of what he's getting accused for is just wild.
Yeah, I mean,
Let me go
shit.
let me get some let me let's see if I can want to share my screen in a moment so we can see some tweets and whatnot. But y'all want to go ahead? Let's go ahead and before we get back to the Pokemon topic, y'all want to talk about some One Piece? Anything about the Zoro shit in particular?
just with that whole shit, a lot of people. I thought that last chapter that we got was okay, which is weird because I don't know. I'm never on the same page as other people when it comes to One Piece and how I rate the chapters, but I thought it was an okay chapter, but people thought it was a really bad chapter because of what happened with Zoro. And I thought it was weird too, but I won't go as far as to say the whole chapter was trash just because of that, but because I thought we learned a little bit, not much, but we got some information, not much progression though, but yeah, it was kind of funny because we had the whole reveal of Komurasaki being Hiyori, which pretty much all of us thought, but nobody was talking about that. They were more so talking about what happened with Zoro and if it was bullshit or not.
Yeah, see, my thing about the Zoro shit is that yes, as a Zoro fanboy, as much as I want to defend it, I feel I'm not going to say it's trash because you got to understand that this dude, what's a Kamamatsu or whatever the fuck this nigga's name was, you got to understand that he was hyped up. So he's not just some random fodder coming out of nowhere. You got to realize that this dude is like out here killing straight up niggas in Wano for Shogun Orochi. So you got to give him that respect at the most. The whole debacle about Zoro feigning and the whole memes about Zoro took way more damage pre-time skip and whatnot, that's justified in its own right. But at the same time, you can't just sit here and say that, oh well, Zoro's individual is trash now because his durability is lower than what it was pre-time skip.
Yeah. Like it brought his endurance into question, but I think that's just Oda being inconsistent. I don't think that's something that we'll see from Zoro frequently because like you said, we seen him take Luffy's pain,
Oh,
we've seen him take a slash from Mihawk directly pre-time skip. He's been through a lot more than what we've seen in that chapter. But how I defended it, which I'm a Zoro fan, like Zoro's my favorite character, but I'm not going to defend it to the death because like I said, I thought it was inconsistent. But one thing that people need to realize, and this isn't trying to me damage controlling, it's just Zoro has been kind of malnourished because he hasn't been eating like he should. I mean, there was like one chapter when we seen him eating like wasabi or some shit like that, but um, pretty much he's been filling himself up with water, and we know the water in the poor towns and cities aren't good. Like the shit is poison. So that's one thing to defend him. But like I said, I still think that Zoro fainting was really weird because I don't remember him fainting before. I've seen him like go to sleep after a fight, but fainting is different.
Yeah, I've been muted this whole time. I thought you guys just kept cutting me off. But like what I was saying, like Zoro's been like trained by Mihawk. He's like fought like tons of battles like across all the 7 seas. And this other dude's just been sitting on this island, like probably fighting like fodder and stuff the whole time. And he just comes out of like nowhere, like being like comparable to Zoro. Like he made him faint in a fight like that. I don't see that's right, honestly.
All right, so I just want to make sure y'all niggas see my screen, right?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, I want to make sure another thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say shout out to Philly Beach You. This nigga's been collecting all the information on this, and they got my nigga Keemstar now.
Yeah, I know
trying to
that's
get my
crazy,
nigga
bro. They
Nappy.
got Keemstar in this shit, bro.
No,
Yo,
but I was reading back the tweet from earlier, and then it was like, yo, they were trying to get this nigga Keemstar on Nappy early back in 2012, which is like that's just some wild ass shit.
Yo, how'd Keemstar know about that though?
Because they,
No,
I think they added him.
that,
I think they added him.
because I mean, let me click the tweet because
Nah, but like he said he was trying to out him in 2012. How did Keemstar know about that?
it was something about some drama. I really don't remember much because that was like almost like 6-7 years ago. But you can see right here from the date and the time that around 10:13 a.m. on December 22nd, 2012, basically close to 2013, that this nigga Keemstar's like anyone with drama with the King Nappy, please report it. But what you realize is that not many people came forward then because whatever happened, I guess, went away. 6, 7 years later, here we go. You got Nappy being accused of being a pedophile, and and it's some crazy shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's really sad. Like when someone like comes out like this, like I feel like recently, like Shane with like his cat and stuff. Like this is just like on the same lines, man. Like YouTubers, like they're in the spotlight, man. They need to cut that behavior out. Like, fuck,
See,
man.
exactly, because a lot of YouTubers, in particular, like someone like Nappy, I could say I don't give a damn about celebrities, but I would see Nappy as a celebrity. But what people don't realize, and this is truthful too, is that as an individual, you may you may talk to that person and whatnot, but you don't know the real them. You just know them from a screen to screen basis, unless you actually meet them in the real world. But the thing about it with Nappy in particular is that you got to think he has a high fan base. I think I don't know if he's like the #1 sub Poketuber or whatnot. But like my nigga Afro Senju said, and I'm gonna find that soon. He's like, it don't matter if a nigga has this many subs or not. You don't do that type of shit.
Yeah.
Nah, I think King Max Mofo Pokemon I think is the biggest Pokemon YouTuber, but
Yeah.
like he's fucking huge, bro. It's like really sad. Like there's probably like
Yeah, he losing a shit ton of subscribers.
Yeah, there's probably tons
I'm
of
gonna
other
go ahead and play this for
YouTubers
y'all right quick.
that are like that, but we just don't know about it, and it's kind of fucking scary to think that there's tons of people out there that are just hiding in the limelight with these like dark secrets.
Oh yeah, it's just exactly. And you know what the thing is? It's not going to be just Nappy at this point, because what if it's like someone in the One Piece community? What if like I'm not going to say names, but let's say so and so was outed out to be, this.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's terrible. Like every year, bro. It's like in every like community, like someone comes out is like fucked up, or like they're a pedophile, or like a rapist. Like
No, the thing about that makes this even crazier is that that people are not going to put it on Nappy because he's not just a pedophile, but because he's bisexual.
Nah,
and so that's a whole other debacle in particular because, oh my god.
I mean, like, unless legal action's taken against this man, I bet nothing's gonna happen to him. Really, like, he's still gonna have his audience. Like,
well,
see, the main thing about it, huh?
He deleted his Twitter.
Yeah, he not only deleted his Twitter and his Instagram is like blocked or something or private, but his YouTube is probably going to be next at some point, and that's only if. But who knows if Nappy's going to come back? I'm going to play this from Afro Senju right quick.
Yo, I can't hear it, bro.
Yeah, I can't hear the audio.
Oh, you okay? We won't worry about it. We won't worry about it. You just got to go to his Twitter and want
basically
the main thing.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'll go look it up right now.
Yeah, basically, it doesn't matter if you have clout or you got numbers. You know, you're a person just like anyone else. I mean, they exposing his real name and shit, man. That's the main thing. So the main point of this stream, and it goes back to a couple days ago on the 31st. Basically, one of Nappy's friends, or I'll say former friend, I guess, his name is Nathan. He also goes by Decatur. Point blank. He was accused of being basically a pedophile too, and that he was going after underage girls in particular. I'm not going to say her name for stream reasons and whatnot, but basically they went after. He basically wanted news from her when she was like 15, and she recently put out a video or two. The first one she didn't name names, but the second one she named names about what happened, her experience, and shout out to her if she's ever listening to this.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm about to watch this video.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's just crazy with just what happens, because I mean, your whole image could be ruined just because of something you did in the past.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it's kind of crazy that they're calling this the Pokemon Me Too.
Exactly, and then you even got Kotaku making
Kotaku made that article and shit.
I'm trying to go back to like the very first tweet, like the Callum shit.
Yeah, the Callum shit, bro. That was crazy.
Callum,
did you
Luke,
saw the Callum, Luke, and all them. Oh yeah, did you saw that Shelby posted more evidence?
Yeah, that shit was actually like she literally dropped the nuke on that shit.
Yeah, I know, right? They literally went to an old computer to get like Skype messages and shit.
Yeah, like an old like 5-year-old computer with Skype messages from like 2012 and 13, and it's like it's crazy. And then the thing about it is that Nappy, he did that whole stream and whatnot.
Yeah, he had that whole Twitch stream, and he deleted that shit afterwards.
Yo, so
exactly.
I just watched the video. Like, what did Nappy do? Did he like manipulate one of his viewers into doing stuff with him, or like how did it come out that he was a pedophile?
Okay, so I got it on screen right here. So basically, Callum, aka Hoodlums Crafty, is a YouTuber, a Poketuber in particular, and he collabed with Nappy a lot towards 2012, 2013. And then it was like one of their Let's Plays or whatnot. I believe it was like Blaze Black or something. It was they stopped playing with each other basically and whatnot. So basically, right here, this tweet that I got shows or not shows, but explains what happened and whatnot, and how Nappy, as a 21-year-old, he was looking towards Callum, who was 16 at the time, and he wanted to be in a relationship. And the whole thing about it is that Nappy had an ultimatum. It says here, basically, we date or we're no longer friends. And so,
oh fuck.
Yeah, some crazy shit. But I might be a fucked up individual, but you know that clip from the Boondocks?
Yeah. Well, which clip?
Let me find that shit. Hold on. It's like the booty gang nigga.
Oh my god. We talking about the booty warrior?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like, I want you.
We can do it the easy way or do it the hard way.
Yes, exactly. And I posted that shit. Dude, I know that makes me a fucked up individual, but I had to do that shit. I had to.
Yo, he's dead ass manipulating a kid into a relationship with him. Like,
yeah.
Like, even in some places, if it's like legal for you to do stuff with a 16-year-old, that doesn't make it right. Like, that ass, like, that's still an impressionable child.
Yeah, like the people that was defending Nappy, they was using that argument, saying that Callan was 16, and then like the age of consent in like Scotland was like 16 or something like that.
I mean, like, could any of you say like you were fully mature and like knew, like, had control over your emotions at 16? Because I know, like, if one of my close friends that like I didn't have feelings for said that to me, I would be fucking destroyed, bro. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know like what I would have done like
Exactly.
in
Like,
that
and the thing
situation.
about it is that you got to realize that Callum as an individual is no different than us who idolize Nappy. You know, wanted to collab with Nappy. You know, do let's plays and whatnot with Nappy, and then Nappy just comes out is he's bisexual and whatnot, and he's like, I like you, Callum. I want to be in a relationship with you, but I got these feelings for you. But as an individual, if we don't go out or anything, I gotta block you from everything and whatnot, and it's some crazy fucked up shit because you gotta realize Nappy manipulated Callum into a relationship that he didn't want to be in at that time because you gotta realize he's 16, he's exploring his sexuality in particular, and just a whole different accumulation of things in particular.
It's really sad when some like role model like this abuses his power and manipulates like the little guy into like his own fucking scheme because like he can't handle not being accepted by someone. Like, man, like not everybody is gonna say yes to you, and like hell yeah, if they're a fucking kid, you should not be going after that, man. Like, at least wait a few years, bro.
Yeah.
Like they don't know what's going on, bro. They're fucking going through puberty. They're like whole mind's a mess probably at that point. And you're just trying to make it worse by like manipulating them and stuff. That's really sad, man. Like,
Yeah. But what I hate about that Twitch stream that he did, like he was bringing out everyone's names for no reason. Like he was bringing out Nexus's name. He was bringing out Shady Penguin's name. Like, why are you bringing up all these niggas that have like, and you're like, you're moving the conversation away from the main point. Like he only briefly mentioned the Calm shit. Like he was talking about all this other shit.
It was a lot of deflection. Like I'm
Yeah.
trying. I'm gonna look for it right quick, but someone actually had the whole stream recorded, and then the thumbnail alone is like top 10.
bro, I mean,
You talking about the
honestly,
clown thumbnail?
at that
Yeah,
point,
exactly.
like, fuck, bro. Like, he's just on full on damage control. And, like, I hope, like, his fans can see, like, he's a bad person and stuff. I mean, they probably won't. He's still going to
No,
probably
yeah,
have,
exactly.
like,
There's a
people love
lot
him.
of people that are still going to be riding or dying with Nappy and whatnot. But the thing about it is that let me just go ahead and go to the second story, which revolves around Game Boy Luke.
Oh,
And
you gonna talk about the Vegas story?
yeah, we
You
can
know,
talk about that because I still wanted to
honestly,
talk about the Decatur shit too.
before we go on though, I think that YouTube is like a platform that enables a lot of this behavior because like with traditional celebrities, when they do something bad, like the crowd instantly hates them. But like with YouTubers, you know their personality. Like you see them 10 minutes every day acting as who they are. And like you grow attached to them more so than you do like with these traditional celebrities, and like it makes people want to defend them, and it feels like you have a personal connection with these people when you don't, and you don't know what's going on with them. And I feel like that leads to a lot of people just not being able to see past like who they really are.
I was
Yeah.
talking to Teddy about this earlier, but um, we were talking about like the personalities that people portray on YouTube, and some people act more real than others. It's some people who will literally change who they are for subscribers, for views, and they'll just have like a different persona entirely. I mean, when you go to YouTube, you always will be kind of different, like whether it's your tone of voice or how how you deliver some of the things that you say, because you can't talk on YouTube as casual as you talk to your friends, because you have an audience, so you got to make it presentable and watchable and entertaining. So it's always going to be different, and I think people have to realize that is a lot of the times the people that you watch, you don't really know exactly who they are, just who they want you to think who they really are.
Yeah,
If
I
that
think
makes sense.
that's a lesson like a lot of people really have to learn, man. Like you don't know who these people are. You think you know them, but like in reality, you don't know anything about these people besides what they want you to know about them because it's a cut
Exactly.
down, edited video of their best moments, man. And you cannot judge a man at his best until you've seen his worst.
Big
Oh
fat.
yeah, and then the thing about it is in particular with these YouTubers is that you literally compare them to celebrities because they are celebrities in a way. And the thing about it is that just like when people got on Cardi B about the whole shit, this is no different.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like I feel like the Cardi B whole shit is a whole nother fucked up subject that we shouldn't get into. But
Oh
like,
no, that's like what happened this week topic. We ain't doing all that.
yo, but like I will say one thing: if that was a man that did that to a woman, she would be like, it would be a whole different fucking scenario. Like that person would
Going off
Yeah,
that
that's
topic in
easy
particular, a
cancel right
lot of
there.
people are saying that, and I'm sorry for interrupting. A lot of people are saying that if not Nathan, excuse me, if Callum and Luke, if they were girls, that people be taking this to the upteenth level and whatnot.
Yeah,
But
like
basically, we're
everybody would
making
have
more
canceled that
character
nigga.
dudes.
Yeah. I mean, it's fucked up. Like, actually, men in society are like treated at this point as less than women. It kind of feels like, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into this. Like, it's just a whole fucking can of worms I don't want to open. But yeah, it's
So
really
yeah, because the Nathan shit in particular, that's really where it all stemmed from. It was basically basically a nuke just dropped on the Pokemon community. It
Yeah.
was like, okay, the Nathan shit happened, then the Vegas Jamie shit happened, and then Nappy, who's a big idol in the community, and it's like just like everyone's just rolling heads right now.
yeah.
Yeah. They were digging up their nappies and Jamie's Tumblr accounts. But did you see that shit?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like, bro. And then
Like niggas are
Jamie,
going
like,
back.
bro, Jamie, yo, talking on that she was literally offering fucking patters to suck his dick, and like, and she has kids and shit. Like, and she's, well, I think, well, back then she was probably married because they mentioned husband. But yeah, yeah, that shit was crazy. And she has a kid too. And then I remember Nexus was posted on Twitter saying that, yo, they need to call child services to get up on here.
Yeah, yeah. Nexus, shout out to Nexus. The Nexus is a whole fucking goat.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Sacred too. That nigga Nick.
Sacred in that video when he literally slandered that nigga Nathan, and like
Yeah,
he
bro,
had
he
his
was
Twitter
going off
blocked
on
for a bit.
Twitter, bro. He was like the first one to go off on Twitter to call this nigga out. And
Exactly.
yeah, he got to the point he got suspended on his main account got suspended.
Yeah, and it's like you got to realize. I mean, let's talk. And then Jay, YouTube gamer, shout out to him. And the thing about it is that with the Nathan shit, some of these niggas knew they knew
Yeah,
this
they
shit too.
knew, but they wanted to find like concrete evidence before
I
calling
mean,
him out.
like, dude, that would have like. Can you blame them though? Really, like, if you just come out of nowhere and just accuse like some famous person of being a pedophile, even if you are right, without evidence, you're gonna be the one that gets destroyed. Honestly, at the end of the day, like, unless you really can prove something, you don't want to say shit about these people with like 500,000, 400,000 people following them. Like, that's gonna just be a horrible scenario for you. And
It was
like,
literally like a domino effect. That was like a bombshell because literally the Nathan underage girl shit, then the Jamie shit, and then it's like I said, it's just Nappy was like the final stick in the mud. It's like you can't do
Yeah,
nothing once you're that stick in the mud. You literally can't do nothing.
I mean, like, and that's fucking how it should be, man. Like, once you get outed for that kind of shit, that should be the end for you,
No,
bro.
that's like your livelihood is literally done. I mean, at that point,
I mean,
I
like,
just I can't see Nappy coming back to do prime time.
and
I
I
literally can't see it.
hope, honestly, like, I don't want horrible people like that being role models for kids, man. Like, it's a terrible thing, honestly. Like,
yeah,
we need like these people that are in the limelight to be good, upstanding citizens. Because what kind of example does it set for our next generation if we're defending pedophiles and rapists on like these platforms, man? Like, it's fucked.
yeah. Like the whole shit, like it reminds me of the freaking Rakib shit that, like, remember when Attica and like Kobe and John Carlo roast the fuck out of Rakib for fucking manipulating Kobe and shit. Like,
Yo, I remember that shit. See,
yeah,
that's just bringing back old community times. Like that's how long I've
yeah.
been around. It's like you remember that. You remember the whole Nathan wants Nate wants
Oh
to
yeah,
battle
yeah. I
and
remember
getting caught
that.
up
I
with
remember
Mega.
that. With Etika, with freaking Etika went crazy on that video.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then people
Yeah,
were talking about Etika was going, and you know what the thing is too. Etika years ago, he even said he didn't like Nappy, but he never said why. I
yeah,
always, push that to the side because I like Nappy, I like Etika, so I'm not like I hate one or the other, so I'm gonna go bring drama. But Etika must have knew something because some of these niggas legitly knew.
yeah. Hey, yo, shout out to Duncan Knee Deep too, or Duncan
Yo,
Can't
Duncan
Die.
Knee Deep was
Yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah,
I even say shout out to fucking Verlisify. Like this nigga, like
yeah. I
it's
remember.
mad when people are
Yeah,
saying that Verlis is a better Poketuber than Nappy at this moment.
yeah. I remember. I saw. I think Nick made a tweet saying that the video that Realistify made about Nappy was probably like the only video that he'll ever agree with.
Exactly, and then the thing about it is that shout out to Mo too.
Oh yeah, Mo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got to
Yeah,
shout out to
because
Mo, man.
that's really
Yeah,
the whole Nappy shit even got started because he had to explain that Nappy's a master manipulator and whatnot.
yeah, yeah. Mo's going through like tough times and shit.
Oh yeah, it's sad because this is the guy this you thought he was your best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a smoke. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Yo,
Damn, I wanted to stay muted.
I'm shouting out your shit to my RuneScape clan right now. All right, yeah, I'll be right back.
There you go. I'm back. I know that's so unprofessional.
Hey, you way better than that other guy. That other guy.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the recent thing that came out today was the whole Stormy Kingdra shit,
Oh yeah, I saw that shit.
and I think that's like I
Yeah,
think
that
that
was like yeah, I think that was a final nail in the coffin.
yeah, I
I
was just
think
about to say final nail definitely.
yeah, because that was
It's one
when
thing to be like, okay, well, Luke and Callum are big tubers too, so they're just trying to get at Nappy for subs and shit. But
yeah,
you literally can't deny, like, okay, some random nigga comes out of nowhere. And I'm not saying Gabe is random nigga, so if you're ever watching this, shout out to you, man, because I'll tell you, it takes a lot to come out and actually have to explain your story.
yeah. I think well I think well yeah I think if I remember correctly I think Gabe he was in the Discord with he joined Nappy's Discord for prime time, and then I guess like him and like Nappy got kind of close or whatever when they're like playing games during prime time, and then I guess they exchanged numbers or whatever, and that's when Nappy made the move, and shit happened.
The main thing about it is this. Had Nappy years ago, explained why him and Callum stopped, streaming together and doing this, it would
Yeah,
not be what it is today. It
yeah,
would
because
not.
for a while, yeah, because for a while, like no one knew, well, people knew behind the scenes, but like for a while, no one knew why they stopped like making videos together. Like, all the subscribers and shit, like no one knew. Like, I mean, there was speculation. I think, I tried to do some research before all this happened. Like, I think like it was like a Reddit post or some shit. Like Nappy and like Callum had like a falling out. That was like the only information that I saw before. But after that, it was just kind of like mysterious. And then like there was like beef between like other like I know like for a while well not for a while, but I think Mo he started falling out with Nappy and shit. And then uh Nexus started falling out with Mo. And then like a bunch of like I know like you Rush you heard of Shino?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shino. Like I remember Shino he posted on Twitter people were saying that um like people always ask him, well, what happened with him and Nappy, and then he was like, yeah, shit got weird. So he like uh he just like distanced himself from Nappy.
Yeah, you got to realize because gradually over time, I mean, you got to think, especially someone like me that's been around in the community since 6 years. You've seen a lot of people come and go with hanging out with Nappy and his group. So there definitely things like beyond the scene, like like you mentioned, Sheena. Sheena used to be always with the niggas.
Yeah, yeah. That's why Nick was like the only game he fucks with is ODS.
Yeah, it's just it just hurts you. It literally hurts you. It hurts your integrity of a person because this is someone that you idolize for years, and then it's just like one day out of nowhere, before even April Fools, you could think this was an April Fools joke for
That's
people
what
care.
everybody would. Yeah, that's what a couple people say that they had this is an April Fool's joke and shit.
Yeah, and then it's just it literally like okay, like the Nathan shit. Literally, you could believe that because I know there was like Nathan is a creepy ass
Yeah.
dude.
Hey, did you listen to Afro's Everyday Bean Struggle podcast where they was roasting the fuck out of Nathan?
No, but no, I have to check that out. But
Yeah, they were roasting the fuck out of Nathan, bro.
I know that years ago when I say maybe I don't know maybe almost a year or two now I stopped watching primetime a lot. I used to watch it every Saturday, order pizza and whatnot. My thing was is this, and especially was is that I remember seeing Nappy always making them do bets and shit. Like I remember Jay shaved his eyebrows one time. Nathan shaved his whole hair.
Yeah,
So
I
did
saw
Jay
that.
move and shit.
Nathan shake his head.
Yeah, exactly. And then look at that. Now that shit's gonna come back to bite me. And then what these people don't realize is that when stuff happens online, it stays with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, you're good, man. We're just talking about the whole Nathan stuff and how just stuff in general that you do online stays with you your whole life. Because literally, in this day and age, it gets to the point that your boss is probably like when you get in a job interview, like especially if you do something like YouTube, they want to know your YouTube channel. They want to check it out.
Yeah,
that's
background checks and shit.
That's 100% the reason I don't have any social media, bro. Like I used to have a Twitter and like I wasn't even big. I had like 200 followers, but like I deleted that, man. Like I had a job like comment like on like how they saw my Twitter and they were like, I don't even remember what it was I posted, but like they said something they didn't like, and I'm like, that I'm getting rid of that.
Hey, I'll tell you now, if my job had to see what I had on my Twitter, I wouldn't even have a job because I don't know if any of y'all know Heavenly Controller, but let's just say my shit's similar to his.
Oh yeah, Heavenly Controller.
my RuneScape clan's trying to subscribe to you. Hold up, I'm about to link them your stream.
I was gonna say you cut out for like half a second.
Oh man, yeah, shit's been crazy. Yeah, right now
It's
it's
been a
kind of
crazy
like
4 or 5 days.
yeah, right now. I think yeah, right now everyone's in healing. I know Shady Penguin he made his statement the other day.
Yeah, shit. That is like I would say like out of all of Nappy's friends currently, Shady's like the closest. I mean, the whole Soul Link stuff.
Yeah.
They had to cancel that, like literally, like that. It's like Nappy's like your best friend, and you found out your best friend just doing this on the slide, trying to get booty hole.
Yeah. But he made the right decision. He has kids. Shady he has kids and shit. So he has a wife and you know yeah. But I know that everyone's kind of in like a healing phase right now since now that Nappy deleted his Twitter.
I doubt nothing else crazy is going to come out.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, it literally would have to be like the most outlandish shit. Like it'd be like Nappy or Callum or whoever did something so beyond ridiculous that at this point, I mean, there probably won't even be a Pokemon community. It'll just be Pokemon. It just.
Oh, my bad.
But no, you good.
Like honestly, I think it's a good thing that this stuff came out now because like imagine like how much damage he could have done to so many people if this came out like fucking 4 or 5 years later. Like he could have fucking easily like manipulated and screwed over like fucking at least like honestly like what does it take to like manipulate and like mess with someone like a month or two? Like if he's doing that, like this probably isn't the first person he's done this to. Like these people like honestly, it's in their personality to do stuff like this, and I hardly doubt when you're 21,
Yeah.
this is the first person you've tried to manipulate with your credibility. And
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm having trouble getting
like,
words out.
like imagine all this shit coming out when Sword and Shield comes out.
Yeah, honestly, like
Oh yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, when Sword and Shield comes out, and and just say theoretically this came out, I mean, it's gonna be hard to be doing a freaking Let's Play, let alone knowing that at the time that some crazy shit's going down on Twitter. You got people in your at mentions and whatnot. You getting a notification up the ass.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, in particular, it's just you got to expose people like this, no matter who they are, because at the end of the day, these people hurt lives that may not affect you, but could affect someone close to you. That's why I tell my sister, with Snapchat and Instagram, be careful what you put on there because that shit can come back to bite you years later.
Hey, yo, Russ, you got 2 more subs from me, boy.
This nigga.
I'm
looking at my DMs right now. Shout out to my boy Tristan. He's like he used to do some Pokemon giveaways back in the day and whatnot, and it's just we used to talk about Pokemon discussions and whatnot, not on YouTube, but just like on the down low on Skype and shit. That's what we used to do. So I just want to go ahead and give him a shout out. I know he's watching right now. He told me he was.
Skype, man, that's OG.
Yeah, Skype.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why I said. I mean, they had to pull out a computer from 5 years ago to get old Skype messages from that. That's crazy.
Bro, I really wish Skype saved messages across different computers because it's really sad. Like, I open Skype now and like I can't see a single message from all these conversations I have.
Yeah. I
like,
think
I feel
after
like,
a couple years, they like.
I say Skype's trash nowadays.
honestly,
Google Hangouts is good for this. It's convenient. You got Discord, and let me just say for any of my niggas out there wondering what the gameplay is and whatnot, that shit's coming. It takes time. It takes time. I'm getting this OBS set up. We'll have the Discord layout, so when I'm talking with Discord like this, it'll show like the person's name and whatnot, and then I also got we're not doing donations and shit. That's like down the road. And personally, for niggas that donate, you don't need to donate to me or donate to anything down the road when that ever does come. Donate to a local hospital or a local clinic. We got cancer research and stuff that needs to be funded.
Yeah, honestly, if I ever became a big YouTuber, like I wouldn't even want to accept donations, man. Like
that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's nice and all and whatnot, but at the same time, YouTube takes a chunk and all this shit, and it's like probably not even worth it, really. Because I mean, yeah, someone could donate $20 or whatever, but you could donate that $20 could literally go to a person across the street that maybe not even have $5 to buy like a Happy Meal.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's kind of sad that like these YouTubers that have like audiences of like 2 million, 3 million people are getting like fucking like Belle Delphine is like the prime example of this. Like people are just forking over like fucking thousands of dollars for like nothing for this person who they sort of appreciate when there's so many other people in the world that need it more. Like honestly, if you have money that's disposable to you, don't use it to like give to someone who doesn't need it. Try making the world a better place. That's how I've always seen it.
Exactly.
I mean, niggas be dropping bank on Etika stream.
Yeah, Etika. No, like Etika is legit an OG when it comes to that shit because you gotta realize he went for a lot of shit just for to do what he is now, and I'm proud of my nigga because he deserves it. He deserves it. He has the funny content and whatnot, and he has his discussions. Well, not discussions, but his commentary alone is that you make bank off that. Like there's niggas now that like Salt who re-upload those same clips from Etika's streams and whatnot, and I always said that someone in our community, in the One Piece community, needs to do that. They need to like re-upload like certain clips from like a Brago stream or even a Dustin stream. And that's how you make a channel. I mean, you can make a channel literally off anything.
You guys know who Mr. Beast is? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I hope so. But like, I think the world needs more people like him that just promote philanthropy and like he makes money from his videos and he just gives almost all of it away. Like, and like it's sometimes not always to good causes. Like a lot of the time, like he gives it to small streamers and people who don't have much in their life and like homeless shelters and stuff. Like, I mean, like he's just promoting his YouTube channel, and I really hope that sets a trend for more people to follow. Like, you can become great just by showing off you doing good things to people, honestly. I mean, like the more people we have like him in the world would just be a better place, honestly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like Heavenly Controller tweeted out, I don't know, maybe like a month or two ago. He tweeted out, it's so hard being a nice person when you got assholes around you and you got to be an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, like I really feel like just surrounding yourself with good people is a lot. That's like the main thing that you need to focus on, because like you will never be a good person if everyone in your life is a bad person. Like, because
Yeah.
you won't know how to do it, honestly. Like, I think everything is kind of like a bit of imprinting. Like, I know that's not a good thing to say, but like we're really heavily influenced by society and the people around us.
You speaking facts, my G. You speaking facts. You good.
Yeah.
Hey, this just like Freedom State Discord. We promote all content here, and let me. I got my Discord. Speaking of, I'll post it in. I'll post it in the chat so that people can join me on there. I don't use it too much because I'm always on Freedom Dustin's Discord, and that's where people know me, linklegendruss. And we do what we do.
Wait, it's
At the end of the day.
Ross, not Russ.
Nah, it's Russ. What I say?
Oh, my bad, bro. I've been reading it wrong all this time.
You good. So let's talk about some One Piece before niggas get mad at me for having an Oda thumbnail talking about Poketubers.
Oof, One Piece. Like, I mean, what's
I know
there
it
to
ain't
say that
much because
hasn't
we
been
on a
said?
break. It's like it's so hard to talk about because I already know niggas already talked about One Piece 100 times, and then it's like you gotta realize that end of the day, it's not really much you can talk about from One Piece in particular because lots of people already talked about it. But I'll just go ahead and talk about the Zoro shit in particular. With me, I feel as if that people overreacted as usual. There's nothing wrong being a Zoro fanboy, but you can't just straight up defend every little thing Zoro does, but then shit on Sanji.
Honestly, like looking past the Zoro stuff, I'm much more excited to see what goes on with Luffy in that prison and Queen. Like, I feel like that's like where the bread and butter in the story really is right now.
Oh yeah, and then you got people. I know I joke around with talking about One Piece being mid, but and I told Dustin that if he doesn't do it, that I really want to do something like this. But I want to talk about and discuss in particular a One Piece chapter ranking stream. Like, what do you consider mid? If I call something mid, what is that? A 7?
True. Mid to me is it's like 6. I won't say 6. It's 5.9 and below. That's what mid to me is to me. But I have a more strict rating to some others because people a lot of the times they will say like 7 is a mid, but to me 7 is a really good score. Like 7 is really good.
I mean, it's
Um,
honestly subjective. Not many people will give like scores below a 4. So like
yeah,
you gotta go on your scale, man. Like if you're like capable of rating something like a 3 or a 2 or a 4, like then a 5.9 is definitely a mid for you, bro. Like there's no facts around that.
Yeah, that's why I say it'll be a good discussion in particular because you got to talk about that type of stuff because a lot of and this is BDA and I gotta shout out them because a lot of them I fuck with them niggas in there even though them niggas are crazy, but a lot of them will say like I'll think a chapter last week was trash and they'll freaking hype that shit, but then when the next week's chapter comes out and it's like something that's like mid beyond at that point and they're still overhyping it. I'm like, Seriously, I thought last week's chapter was trash, and it's better than this.
You know, honestly, I think actually something that we should really work on as like a people's whole is really trying to define like a definite rating system, because like a lot of the ways like writing and movie screenwriting, like they all have formulas and systems that they go by, but like reviewing, it's all subjective to the person that's reviewing. So like there could be someone that could rate something a 4 and somebody that could rate it a 10, and it could be the exact same thing, but there's just no criteria that everyone's looking for that's the same. Like everyone's subjective in their own reviews.
I
Yeah,
think
I can
it's
agree with that. Go ahead.
I think it's all fine as long as you can, give reasons as to why you rate something a certain way. And sometimes it is biased. And I think people just need to admit that because there's certain series that you have a bias towards that you give it more leeway than others. And I think when people will admit that, it'll be easier to take whatever score they do give it if they overhype it or if they hate on it. If they admit that, yo, I straight up have a bias towards the series, it'll be easier to take. Rather than like feigning objectivity when that's not the case.
Yeah, I completely agree, man. Like, honestly. Hey, Osatsuki, I want to be on one of your streams one day, to be real.
If I ever had a stream, like the only live streams I ever had was on my phone, like front camera phone. So
Yeah. You
Hey,
don't
ain't
you don't
nothing
have a
wrong with that.
webcam?
Content is content, as long as it ain't trash.
yeah, yeah, I feel that. Oh, but going back to the Zoro thing, because this is another thing with the fans that I didn't like. And let me just all right, so when he fainted and we were like, oh yeah, this is weird, this is bullshit, whatever. There were so many angles people were coming at to defend it, and I just did not
Oh yeah.
understand it.
That's why, yeah, it's literally headcanon galore. You got niggas saying that, okay, the water and food was poisoned. Then you got niggas saying that the scythe was poisoned. Then you got
Yeah.
niggas saying that while Zoro's durability is weaker pre-time, the time skip than pre-time skip. Then you got niggas out here, and this is the crazy one right here. You got niggas saying that, oh well, maybe Zoro's fodder. Those are the. It's like, but how is Zoro like? It's like seriously, so Zoro's fodder just because of that. And look, and like I said, had this happened to Sanji, you already know how niggas are. They going shit on him. But with Zoro fanboys, and this is me too. I'll even admit that you will justify it from any angle to prove because just like when Zoro got hit by a nail, do you know how many people were complaining about that?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
You know,
can you really blame them though? Like, if it turns out that it wasn't poison that makes him faint, like, I honestly think that's like a huge plot hole at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the one thing. That's what I want to harp on, the poison thing, because that's what a lot of people were saying. And what I hate about what we do with the community is we'll headcanon something. It'll be one person who will say something, and then it will spread, and then a lot of people will take it as fact. And I'm like, I'm not discounting that poison could be a possibility because everything's a possibility because Oda loves to off-screen stuff and not explain things until later. So that could happen. But what I'm saying is we can't say that is what happened. There were
Yeah,
people pointing out panels like, oh, do you see that? That's from the poison bubbling in his body. I'm like, what? Where did all this come from?
you reminded me, at some point down the road when I start getting to streaming a lot, we gotta talk about off screening because this nigga Otis trash when it comes to that. You shouldn't off screen. I understand off screening fights like Akayunu versus Aokiji because I mean, what's nice is that it is to see. It's not necessary for the story to continue, but you shouldn't off screen freaking Sanji fighting page one or some shit. That's
I
trash.
I knew
They
he was
gonna
going to
off
off screen that one. I
How,
knew it.
no, but he off screens that, but he lets Zoro get a full fight in a way, and then gets freaking he faints to a scythe. That's just trash.
Yeah, honestly, like that shit with Kuma didn't kill him, but like the scythe makes him pass out. Like, dude, he even pass out when like Mihawk literally almost cut him in half? Like,
I
no,
don't.
no.
I
But this
don't
little
think
cut
so.
did. This little cut did. That's just, yeah, it's got to be poison, bro, or else that's a plot hole at the end of the day in my mind.
And see, I don't have a problem with you thinking that. It's more of people saying, it's more of people. You're saying it should be poison because it will be a plot hole. A lot of people are saying it's poison because it's Zorro. I'm like,
No,
I'm
no.
like, no. I'm like, no.
That's a valuable. Like, I think it's a plot hole because of what he's been through, not because it's Zoro. Like, Zoro doesn't get a pass just because he's Zoro. Zoro gets a pass because of what he's done in the past.
Exactly, because my thing about it is that just like you could say the Scythe was poison, that nigga Kalamata, you got to think if it was poison, and theoretically it was poison, okay, you still can't justify that because you got niggas out here on one side with the headcanon talking about that, oh, well, Zoro had bad food and bad water. And, you know, you can have story evidence because it was shown panel wise that, well, Zoro's been eating like rotten, I wouldn't say, I don't know if it was rotten, but it was like bad meat and shit. But that's still trash.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't know a way to justify it, man. Like I feel like it just shouldn't have happened. I feel like Oda is fucking on some shit right now. Like Oda's smoking that good.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
that's
why
the
that thumbnail. That's why I got that thumbnail. That thumbnail is top 10. You can't dispute it. And every time I talk shit about Oda, we're going to use this thumbnail just because it's clickbait.
and that's the weird thing. Like for me, the chapter was average. I don't know if I had to give it a number rating, I would have gave it like a 6 out of 10. And I gave the last chapter a 6 out of 10. It's just for
Exactly. See,
me,
that's how it happens with me. I say one chapter's like, okay, it's like mid or trash or whatever, but then the next chapter comes out, and I'm like, well, last chapter was better than that one.
yeah. It's just for me, like the with the Zoro fainting thing, I just felt it was weird. I was like, yo, this is very inconsistent from what we've seen. But I didn't I think the reason why I don't care too much about it is because it's not a big fight. Now, let's say if this was end of the arc and Oda does just so Zoro is out of the story, so like Luffy can get the spotlight or some shit like that. Just a hypothetical. Then I would have a huge problem with it because that's you directly trying to take someone out for a big. I just felt like Oda did this just so he could have Hiyori patch up Zoro, and it'll be like an excuse to have them two together close. So I
Yep.
mean, it happens. It happens.
Yeah, because you got niggas saying that, well, she was using the toad oil that Usopp had, and you know that shit ain't gonna do nothing, and so that's gonna make Zoro like you got niggas saying that it's gonna make his wound fester and shit.
What? Oh
No,
man.
it's straight up headcanon galore, and I forgot who it was. I think it was my nigga Trent D Money. Shout out to him. He had a stream thing. He called it. I think it was like Headcanon Academy or some shit.
Oh
We
yeah,
got to do
I know.
something similar.
Yeah, I know Trent. I know
Yeah,
Trent.
yeah, yeah. It was like Headcanon. It's like Headcanon Academy or some shit. But for me, it would be like Headcanon galore. And I'm like, how much headcanon can you fit in a jar?
As much as you need to like fully defend whatever. I
Yeah,
mean,
because at this point,
that's it.
headcanon is like water. It's abundant.
Yeah. Is crazy. And sometimes I don't think things need to be defended. Just let it play out. And then if if it turns out, Oda is on some BS, it will get exposed. Like you don't have to come up with a whole bunch of things to explain things. It's whatever they come to defend will get exposed as the chapters go along. It doesn't matter what you say because Oda will uh he will reveal whatever. And I
Oh
don't
yeah.
think it's going to turn out to be poison. I think it's just Oda being inconsistent, and it's not the
It,
first time Oda has
honestly,
been.
honestly, like I do think it might have a serious possibility of being poison because, honestly, I think Oda goes online and like reads these fan theories and discussions.
Oh, he
And
does.
he's
He does.
and he's like, oh shit, like they're right. Like I should
Good
change
idea.
my story to
No,
like.
I'm telling you right now. Like going back to Whole Cake Island. This nigga Oda had Big Mom one-shot Judge with a fucking lightning bolt. You can't tell me that wasn't inspired by King of Lightning saying Judge top 5. You can't tell me. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Oh
Yo, but
man.
honestly, I could see Oda reading that and being like, "Oh shit, they're right," and just retconning it in the story, even though he planned some different shit. Like nobody can say what's gonna happen for certain right now. But
Oh yeah, unless you're from the future, and even then, Oda could change that shit. But like, oh, you from the future, you read 100 panels of One Piece. Well, guess what? Oda's changing all that shit just because you time travel to the past, bitch.
That's one thing I would give Oda a lot of credit with, and sometimes he uses it in the form of off screening, and other times he'll just literally leave things open. That's a good thing and a bad thing because like we don't like the off screening. We don't like how some things
But
aren't
it could leave
explained
it
fully.
open ended. I get where you're
Yeah,
going at.
yeah. He leaves things open so either and I feel like sometimes he doesn't know what he's going to do at the time, and he'll just like, okay, let me just do that, and I'll shelf it, and then I'll explain this later. That's a really smart thing to do, but sometimes it does not work all the time, especially with the off-screening thing. And I feel like he off-screens some things, but like with the Sanji versus Page One shit, for example, I don't know if that's just laziness or him not wanting to fully show off the raid suit. I think it's more the latter, but either way, that's still kind of like nigga, we wanted to see that. Like we wanted to see that. But yeah, like I said, that's a good thing and a bad thing about him leaving things open for interpretation and off screening.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just say that I'm about to maybe about 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and point at some content that I want to do in the future if my lazy ass lets me. So I want to finish once JoJo Part 5 is done. I'm going to because I'm waiting so I could catch up because I could just watch it weekly, but I'd rather just watch it all at once. So once that's done, and shout out to Hemmings because he gave me the idea. I want to do a JoJo podcast. Another thing I want to do, and shout out to Z Killer, I want to also do a was it a harem anime discussion or just talk about hentai in general, or some shit like that.
I don't know if I'm game for that, but invite me for that JoJo shit, bro. I'd be down for that.
Hey, you good, you good. And then I'm hopefully whenever another Pokemon Sword and Shield discussion comes, I want to do a podcast on that. I want to that's exactly what I want to do. Another thing I want to do, obviously, like I said, the gameplay is going to come up eventually, and it'd be sort of formatted like this. You'd be on Discord. I'm playing like Grand Theft Auto, and we're just talking. Because shout out to Teddy, VC Shogun.
Yeah,
Hey, he earned that nickname. I'll tell you right now. Like
yeah.
if you in this community, you will get a nickname. So like just like niggas call me Linklegendruss. Gee, I wonder how that one came up.
Yo, they
Yeah.
renamed me to the GOAT, man. Like I didn't even choose that. They forcibly named me.
Hey, freaking, you got a good profile pic. You can't tell me Squirtle Squad ain't the best.
Bro, I feel kind of like I'm not original. Like I go on like YouTube, I go on in the comments. There's like so many Squirtles. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't see a single one. I feel like I started a trend, to be honest.
That's how it always happens. Like this nigga Satsuki, his profile picture, someone else had it. He brought it up one
Yeah.
time.
Somebody stole my shit straight up. And I still see them on Twitter sometimes. That shit is so weird.
Nah, see, I got Rindo right now from Food Wars, but I always change waifus up because that's how it works. I
Hey, Rendo,
definitely,
go.
I don't know if this is possible with under YouTube's jurisdiction and whatnot, but I would love to do a Smash or Pass stream.
Oh, I wouldn't
That's
mind that.
like if
That
I
should
was
be all right.
monetized, that shit would get demonetized.
Oh, I mean, are you getting
I don't know.
monetized like for real right now? I wouldn't worry about it, bro.
Not right now.
You're
I mean,
worried
that,
about in 2 or 3 years. I mean,
Yeah, 2 or 3 years. I mean, that would have to be privated. That would have to be like, you want to link to this shit? I'll leave it, but otherwise, we'll just do it. Like I
and
said, like
oh my bad. You
you good, you good. Go ahead.
I said I'm trying to ride off your cloud. Don't privatize that shit.
Not see that's where it is. And I was just about to bring up not about the clout, but niggas will find me in BDA. You find me in Freedom State. That's number one. Like I said, I got a Discord, but I don't use it like that. I'm not gonna at everyone be like, "Good morning, how's your day going?" or some shit. If I'll at everyone when it's necessary, because trust me, I don't like getting pinned every second of the day.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm only in there because I'm a Satsuki fan, bro. I'm a Satsuki fanboy, to be real.
Yo, Sasuke got the GOAT content. You
Bro,
can't blame him for that shit.
I watch every one of that man's videos. I don't give a fuck as long as it relates to me, or I can.
Hey,
it's
when he
not
did that
spoiling
JoJo,
some
when he
shit.
did that, not JoJo, excuse me, when he did that Hunter x Hunter shit, you triggered like a
Oh,
lot of people.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, you done fucked
Yeah.
up. You
Yo, look, and the thing is,
it's an April
I
Fool's
did
joke,
that.
but people took it
Yeah,
serious.
yeah, not even that. It's just I don't know how people didn't know I was joking unless they
Yo, my
were.
nigga Z Boy just joined. What's good, my nigga?
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
That hunter shit? Yeah, that was wild. But
No, but it's like I don't know how people didn't know I was joking unless they haven't been on my channel because I said in the video, I said Hunter x Hunter is trash, and I was naming off Shonen. I was like Naruto been out. I said Bleach been out. I said One Piece been out, and then I said Fairy Tale. That should have told niggas right there I was joking, but people took me serious. I don't
No,
know.
speaking of Bleach, this nigga Orphe is wild. He went on James Hanson's fucking stream. I'm not saying he got bodied because I haven't watched it, but niggas came. My nigga did like Shadow Clone Jutsu and had a whole fucking armada after them.
I gotta watch that because I heard mad people talking about it on Twitter.
Yeah,
We was
exactly.
we was talking about that on the VC. I have to watch it, but yeah, I kept hearing about it.
Yo, Satsuki, you wild for drinking sparkling water. That shit's trash.
Yo, Z Boy, what you
I
come
mean,
in here to
yeah.
talk about, my nigga?
I don't know, nigga. Damn, don't hurt me. Damn.
No, you good. Cause we talked about the Poketuber shit. We're kind of done with that. Like I said, I don't have respect for Nappy like I used to, but I will still, in my heart, go along with yes, what he did was wrong and everything. But years ago he's an inspiration, and we'll just leave it at that.
Honestly, I'm really glad that none of my role models have turned out to be
Fucking pedophiles.
Yeah, yeah, I'm really happy for that. Like the people I look up, if it turned out like some dude I looked up to was like a pedophile, bro, that would fuck me up.
Bro, that's why I say Dustin's my role model. Fucking Braga's my role model. That nigga Shofu, that nigga Etika, Kobe.
Satsuki's my role model, bro. I want to be like him.
Hey, you don't want to be like me. I'm just a broke making
He
videos.
is the degenerate ass nigga.
Damn, ain't nobody want to be lazy. Well, I'm just playing.
Nah, Z got that Willa Z flowing through the fucking Discord.
You ain't a role model. You an inspiration.
Damn, thanks, man. Thanks.
Nah, you're a bunch of degenerate ass niggas. I'll tell you that right now.
That's a fact.
The shades.
Yeah, I'll admit to being
hey.
damn degenerate.
I'll tell you right now. That fucking rap you did, and it's like fucking Melly, what's your baby? You know that shit was getting pinned to mobile. I saw that shit. You can't even blame that shit. Nigga, you wild. Yo, so speaking of that shit, Sasuke, how did that shit go last night? I was there watching the stream and whatnot, but I'm over here playing Grand Theft Auto. So I know you. Like I said, Melly would be the type of person to play Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah. Oh, that shit was fun. I didn't know what the fuck. I never played that before, so I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" And I didn't know if I could play it on my phone, but it was pretty cool. It was fun.
That shit's wild.
I know that I knew that you could play it on your phone. I know niggas. I didn't even know she tried to post that shit. She tried to post the link in the Discord, and it said you can't do that because obviously rules and regulations in the Discord that Smokey put. But
Yeah.
I didn't even know she had like a private Discord and shit because I already saw that she had the Discord layout and shit. my girl coming up. She talks about she hates people, but yet she's streaming.
Hey, Melly coming out of that shell, that's a good thing. And everybody, a lot of people in Freedom State having their own channels and shit.
That's
It's
what I'm
good to
saying.
see.
I mean, that's what it's thought. That's why it's called. It's Freedom State. I mean, you have. Yes, the mods are corrupt. I'll even admit that. But it's we joke around. I mean, if y'all could see what the mod channel is and whatnot, it's straight up hilarious. It's Jordan Hassan, me, Sensei, Luffy, Hart, fucking Martin, that's panel ass nigga.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't really like Melly at first. I thought she was really depressing and negative.
Damn, man.
But like, I warmed up to her, bro. Like, I think she's cool. Like,
Nah, Melly just gets to taking used to, and you just gotta make sure you have maple syrup in the room. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, at first I was like, damn, why does this bitch wish everyone would die?
But you get used to it, and I like how Freedom State's turning it around, having a renaissance. The VC's freaking lit. Like I said, shout out to Teddy, shout out to Godsend, shout out to Satsuki, shout out to Melly, shout out to me, shout out to Z Boy, shout out to Colin. Am I missing any niggas? Am I missing?
Oh,
Nah,
tons,
you
bro.
good?
I can't think of all of them though. There's too many, bro.
Six Pass sometimes. Yeah, Six Pass is doing the rap stuff.
Oh yeah, yo, shout out to Six Pass too, my nigga coming up. Shout out to Stony, my nigga. He's gonna get his channel popping pretty soon. He told me, it's sad, about his puppy and whatnot. And
oh my bad. You keep
talking. You good? You good? I was just gonna say shout out to his puppy.
I keep cutting you off, bro.
No, you good. You good.
Like, I'm just gonna wait for y'all to get famous and ride off your clout.
Hey, you can feed off the clout now. This is linklegendruss up in this shit.
Yo, once Satsuki is like at 20K, that's when I'm gonna fucking make it into the game.
Shit.
He's gonna be like, yo, you hear about my boy Colin?
See, you gotta realize that, when you subscribe to someone, no matter where their sub count is, you gotta realize that, that they're still growing. Like, I subbed to Dustin when he was like 600 subscribers, and look where he is now. I know a lot of niggas say shit about him, but Dustin's the GOAT because he says what he does, and it's legit. I mean, you can't dispute. I mean, it's the man's opinion. I mean, he says One Piece is trash. I mean, the nigga dropped One Piece before April Fools.
That's that. Look, listen. This is why that's GOAT shit. A lot of people don't have the resolve to drop something when they're that deep. Pause.
I couldn't drop One Piece at this point. I'm invested, bro. I'm 900 chapters deep, bro. Fuck no, I'm not dropping.
if I drop One Piece, it'll be like, okay, I'm gonna let maybe 10 chapters go and catch up. But this nigga, and he said he's gonna do that if he streams the Sun Patch in Madison. But this nigga straight up said, "Fuck One Piece. This shit's mid. I'm gonna drop it. This My Hero Discord."
Yo, a body video though, like the Dark Souls dude, he's got like 1.3 million subscribers. I was there in his first 1K subscribers, bro. I literally commented on his channel. I'm like, you're gonna be big, and I fucking know it. And like a month later, he's at like 50K subs. 2 months later, he's at fucking like 200K. Like, goddamn. I know.
You just gotta put out the content. Like, I've been lazy. Like, it's probably been like 2 weeks since I last streamed. I wanted to stream multiple different things, but I said, I'm just gonna wait, see how it is. I definitely I was gonna do the One Piece discussion in particular on the the Zoro shit, because I said mid-piece mid-piece discussion, but I said, nah, I'm gonna trigger people.
Bro,
so let's not do that.
I know for 100% fact that Satsuki's gonna be fucking big, and y'all are gonna ride off his clout. Like, I feel like I'm like at least 90% sure that's how this is gonna go down.
No, I'm taking Dustin's clout right now.
Nah, bro. You don't realize you got a strong personality, bro. Like, that's what you need. Like, people love shit like you do.
No, just like
I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna stop right
no. What I was gonna say is, like, what I respect about Dustin's channel is I don't have to resonate with some of the topics that he like what I like for example, like some people will sub to other YouTubers for specific things, like, oh, I want to sub to him because he makes good Hunter x Hunter videos, good One Piece videos, whatever. But it doesn't really matter what Dustin is talking about because you know, just the people he brings on and his own personality, he makes whatever topic interesting. And that's something I can really respect because
I can definitely relate with that. But bro, you do the same shit, bro. I've never watched a videos of yours that doesn't have like personality in it. Like fucking, you have that fire, bro. I can't explain what it is, but you got it.
appreciate it, bro.
Hey, that's what it's all about. It's just different personalities clashing, and that's why you get like hockey clashes like midstream and shit. We're not there yet, but when you get niggas like Pain and Soulfist, I mean, come on now, you can't dispute that.
Yo,
Damn, it's like niggas.
Godson
Like
and
niggas.
AMG and Godson could be big too, bro. It's all about that like weird fucking fire personality. That's what people love, bro.
Damn,
Shout out to
son.
AMG. Shout out to him. He'll get unbanned in like 2 weeks or some shit.
Yo, I hope AMG comes back. I didn't see much of that, man, but I kind of appreciated him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, me and AMG got a connection that we both weird ass niggas, and so I'll be
Yo, I
texting
mean,
AMG.
at the end of the day, we're all kind of weird, bro. Like we're in an anime Discord. That's about as weird as it gets.
Y'all niggas, man, you have to take care.
Fuck, bro. God damn it. I gotta be back. I just spilled a shot glass.
Damn. Press F in the chat.
Nigga, about to take a shot on stream.
I ain't that crazy. See, I ain't got nothing much going on. Anyone want to say anything else before we end this shit?
Freedom State high key better than BDA.
Free AMG.
This Squirtle ass nigga don't say nothing again.
I think he's still recovering his shot glass and shit. I don't know.
Oh, so press F in the chat once again. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this shit. Like I said, gaming content will be coming soon, so stop asking niggas. Like I said, I got a Discord, links in the description, along with all the stuff that I have: Blue Yeti Nano mic, Elgato, etc. Freedom State, boys. This you gotta remember: Freedom State Grand Fleet. Can't dispute that otherwise. And I think we're out. Peace. Have a good day, and always remember: no matter what happens, don't
Always remember to pull out.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. All right, everyone. Y'all have a good one. Peace.